spraying all over his desk. I'm sure he won't mind coming back to a completely soaked office. And we're back! We are at the police station, and we have a new suspect. We're trying to figure out some stuff in episode 5. Shall we talk to him? Officer Meekins! Oh god, I hate that sound. Why does he do that? Sir, I'm a patrolman with the General Affairs, sir. Sir! Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room? That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? In the evidence room? Wait, the suspect? Who stabbed Goodman was Officer Marshall? What is going on here? Something seems fishy. Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person! Yow, 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 yow! Oh my god, he's crazy. What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, Sir, everything went white, sir. I saw red, sir. I blacked out, sir. And, sir, when I came to, sir, I was here, sir, in the detention center, sir. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand? A bandage just like Miss Sky. Something's very suspicious. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. Shay does not like that noise. Yeah, you don't like that noise, do you? There's a cat right in front of me. If you have to label me as a perpetrator, sir, or victim, sir, then label me victim, sir. I would, but you happen to be in detention, and alive, and well at that. Ah, yes, sir. Well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that, sir. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger, sir, or a total stranger, sir, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side, sir. So you didn't know him? Sir, I work in a tiny department, sir, devoid of light or other creature comfort, sir. I don't know any detectives, sir. So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None, sir. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. I just like how his badge is also just him saluting like this. It's my favorite. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, Don't you think you should just confess? But sir, but there was nothing I could do, sir. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell you the truth, sir, when it happened, sir. When the detective pointed at that knife at me, sir, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, sir, I was unconscious, sir. The next thing you knew, you were... Huh? Then when I opened my eyes, sir, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone, sir. Alone because, sir, Detective Gumshoe Goodman had disappeared, sir. Detective Goodman. What? Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock, sir. Oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt, sir? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. I want to read it again, but not include all the extra sirs. I'd like to not hear that anymore, so I'm just gonna... That should help. When I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, all alone. Detective Goodman had disappeared. I was gushing blood from my hands. So, someone else, Detective Goodman, pointed a knife at him? And then he screamed, and then he was unconscious and woke up with a bloody hand. Is that what happened? If we can get into the evidence room, then we can check for blood, right? With the spray bottle that we just got? I'm really glad I turned off the sound effects because I don't want to hear that blaring horn anymore. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. Does he have anything else to say to us? I'm a defense attorney. Officer Meekins, have a look at this. Go ahead, sir. Laugh, sir. Laugh at me, sir. Haha, huh? I know what you want to say, sir. You're going to tell me how she has one just like it. What? Me? Why would I? It's a little quiet without the sound effects now. I know, sir. I know. I'm the only one without a girl with matching badges. Matching badges, you say? Nowhere. I'm turning it off again. Nowhere. I'm alone. All alone. Is that so wrong? Life isn't all about high school sweethearts and youthful romance, sir. Is he talking about those badges on her coat? I like to think there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir? That's it? What? That's what? My head was blank until this very moment. But sir, now I remember, sir. I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct. That card. That card was the cause of it all. This ID card? Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing. I'd better pry into this one a little deeper. Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? I really have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir? He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright. Takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. Officer Meekins, this is for you. I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay, I just wanted you to look at it. That's it, sir. Last night, sir. That's the one. I was an apple, sir, in my dream. And I was being peeled. Does he think I'm threatening him? Does he think I'm threatening to stab him? On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. You don't have to look at the knife. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. So now I know. So now I know what it looks like when he can't say anything about a piece of evidence. It doesn't hurt to present everything, though. Hey! Why do you have that? That's from the day it was taken at the prosecutor's office. The day that Detective Goodman's body was found in the trunk. So this means I'm a free man! Innocent! If this is a dream, sir, then I hope I never wake up. If this is a dream, you'd better wake up right now. Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? Nothing to say. This is for you. I'm scared of knives, sir. Nothing to say. Well, so what if I were to, could I spray this in here? There's probably nothing to spray, right? Spray it on his face? I'm sure he really appreciates that. There's nothing. Nothing else to talk about, except for the crime details? Can you tell me what it is do you remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman. A little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room. I'm just like examining these photos a little bit more, I think. He's not wearing socks. That's a little scary, isn't it? And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked this man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. What? Sure? Sir, I assure you, I was flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leaped at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. Do unto others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir. What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir. Everything went white. When I awoke, I was here. Right. Reason for arrest? So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim, whom he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here? They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day. At that one time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they say. But you don't remember the events clearly. No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime! My crime! The crime I swore to stamp out. It's there, it's me, it's on tape. And you wait until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks, I have my own. Well, I guess we'd better go check out the crime scene. So there's a tape. Who's in here now? New info? Indoing Kaloo!
Hello.
Hope you're doing well. I am doing well. How are you doing? Hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives desk. It's Police Chief Gant. It's Ganondorf. Been pretty good, thanks. Glad you're doing good, Andoink. And you're sure this is all? You know what it means if there's anything missing. Sir? I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. We checked everywhere inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal? Yes, sir! We'll scour the place again, sir. Chief of Detectives looks a little flustered. Ah ha, righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh ho, Chief Gant. Reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Good question. Can we talk to, is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, Worthy? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
I was not surprised. Well, they've had no end of trouble with the boys since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Mr. Righto? Von Karma. Yeah, he's creepy looking, isn't he? He's a creepy dude. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. You've never played these games? It's pretty fun. I mean, this is the 5th case on the very first game, so there's still a lot more to go. What? It's downright odd, I tell you, the detective getting killed on their turf too, I mean. They're being the prosecutors, I assume? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, righto. I can't give all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But But you know, it's a full-time job. Just keeping the chief of detectives trapped shut. Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier? Huh? You saw that? Whoops. I wonder what that was he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. I feel like I'm not very good at retaining the information that I read. So what happened in there? Their turf, the prosecutors? So Goodman was stabbed in 2 places at once. Well, the body was found. So maybe some evidence is getting mixed up somewhere. Anonymous! Anonymous, no! How dare you! Let me guess, was it Dark Avenger? Was it you, Dark Avenger? You're known to do that. Thank you for the 300 bits, I suppose, for the T-Rex. Thank you for making a clip, by the way. Dark Avenger, hello.
Hello!
This game is confusing. This case is confusing. Let's go over the evidence and court record again, shall we? Received from a sergeant. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. That does look pretty good. Oh, what is this? Let's see. Ingredients. Meat. She must mean beef. She probably just wrote it generically. Yeah, let's hope so. Of course, as a scientist, I have to check what additive she used. Go to town. Huh? It says here, hours of sweat and labor. So that's why the sauce is so salty. I can't read anything else on there. But look, we have 3D objects now, so that's pretty cool. I'm actually kind of hungry now. Should we try spraying this? We're gonna spray it everywhere, damn it! There's no blood in here. Spray it all over this guy. And this guy. And the mascot. There's nothing in here. Can't talk about anything else with them. I feel like we have to be able to spray here. Nothing on this thing? It's like, what is that handprint anyway? Man, if they got blood up here, I'd be impressed. Guard station? Shall we try spraying in here, perhaps? Oh, I guess we're just looking at it. Someone used a marker to write their own name on this. Ella Sky. Don't tell me you bring this with you everywhere you go. Well, you never know where something might go down. Just what kind of a world do you think we live in? It's a dark, dangerous world out there. I was thinking that maybe we need to spray this in here. Because the last place I'm gonna spray is in this hallway on the right side. Nothing on the door, really? Nothing in the trap? Nothing on these monitors. Alright, let's see what's over here then. Do you think there'd be some blood on the hallway in here, right? Apparently not. No blood in there. We haven't seen Detective Marshall in a while, have we? You'll give that to Jake like I asked, won't you? You and Officer Marshall, are you going out? They're just cooperating. There's nothing going on between them, why would there be? High Prosecutor's Office. We haven't been here in a while, have we? Room 1202. Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. Why did she have food on her hat? I don't know. It looks like sushi. And I'm sure it will still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Shall we examine? Gumshoe? That name plaque has a souvenir. Don't, he'll sue you. Because this is supposed to be Edgeworth's desk. It's so nice. Nah, it's nothing. Curl up and take a nap. Then he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves. Then goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has a sofa hair and little creases on his cheek from the seams. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool? That is a good question. He won such a prestigious award. Why would he just leave it on the couch? Yeah, you think he'd want to show this thing off to more than just that giant steel samurai. Then again, Edgeworth has always been like that. Really? Hey, I should write this down. Tell me what he was like as a kid. Back in elementary school, he won awards for all kinds of things. Speech contests, essays, playing the flute, golf tournaments. That doesn't exactly sound like typical elementary school stuff. But he always hated receiving awards. He'd make some smart remark like, I know the path I've walked. No one else needs to tell me. That's how he's always been. Kind of gets under your skin, doesn't it? He's got a nice coat, though. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right? I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe it'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. Back from the dead. Between a rock and a hard place. It's Old Bag. We remember Old Bag. Old Bag was the best. I don't think so. How does she know? Is she like doing the math on how long it takes to fall to the ground when you jump out the window? Instant tea bags myself. What a pretty tea set. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. I never understood tea. I don't get it. I don't get the appeal of it. Whoa! These are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone else get them for him. Gumshoe. Well, there's nothing here. Although, we can go ahead and just spray around, I suppose. Spraying all over his desk. I'm sure he won't mind coming back to a completely soaked office. I don't know. Is there gonna be anything new if I try to present stuff to you? It's interesting about the chief of police right here, aka Ganondorf. He has his very own music. Nothing? That number was the clincher, wasn't it? It's in the record. The ID number of the detective killed at the police department that day at 5:15. We found this card in the parking lot at the prosecutor's office. So maybe what happened? They never... See, this is the part that's confusing, because they never found the body of the person who was killed at the police department, because presumably, if it's still Mr. Goodman, his body was found at the prosecutor's office. So, who stabs Goodman? Did he have his card on him? Because the card wasn't found on his person, it was found like at the crime scene, but like way further away. So did someone else grab his card and move it to that scene? It's confusing. Something to think about later when I'm not so busy. Don't leave me here to do all the thinking alone. I bet you'd be pretty happy with a King of Attorneys shield too, huh? We defense attorneys are a scattered, unrecognized bunch. Still, I wonder why the trophy shield is broken. It's pretty odd, isn't it? I doubt it has anything to do with this case, though. So, Mr. Edgeworth's knife was the murder weapon? Right. Or so the witness, Miss Starr, claims. She saw your sister stab Mr. Goodman with this knife. You know, all of this is that Angel Starr's fault. She's not the one on trial here. Or did he drive to the prosecutor's office? That's a good point. But we can look at the stub again, shouldn't we? She's not the one on trial here. Well, no, but she must have seen it wrong. Her eyesight isn't on trial either. Written on that knife and that note. But how does she know that there's a transferal going on? How does she know about that? Ooh, sorry I had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Oh, right. We were supposed to press him on this. That's what we're missing. Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. Better make note of that just in case. Well, there we go. Now we can finally make progress. Goodman's lost item report. A half-written document dated 2/21 can only be submitted to the chief of police. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Can we look at the thing that we just got? Name Bruce Goodman, ID 5 something. So he doesn't know his own ID, does he? So it was lost on 2/21. The current date that it was filled out was 2/21. The date it was lost was also 2/21. Maybe we'll need this as evidence of showing his handwriting, for example. So he started to type 5-9 something. 5-8. Interesting. He doesn't know his own ID number. Unless someone else was trying to write this out. Maybe Goodman didn't fill this out and someone else was trying to do it and then they realized, oh shit, I don't know his ID number, do I? Maybe the reason that Goodman didn't show his ID is because someone stole his ID card. Or perhaps it was someone else who was dressed up as Goodman. Because he always wears that same kind of weird trench coat hat outfit combo. But he couldn't show his ID card because it was an imposter trying to look like Goodman, but it wasn't Goodman, so he didn't share his ID. Nor would he know Goodman's ID number either. Maybe the person who was stabbed in the evidence room was not actually Goodman. It was somebody else entirely. That would be interesting. Let's move somewhere else, shall we? To the guard station. Nothing? Still nothing? Can we present? I'm gonna present this new evidence to everyone and see what they say. So a whole lot of nothing here. Alright, so there's nothing she has to say about it. I was wondering, could you take a look at this? Sorry, Wright, I went through with that stuff. Nothing? So, we finally have some sort of piece of paper. And it's like, hey, we have a lost item. Can we get permission to enter, sir? Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright-o asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. I hate when he stares at me like that. Now, Wright-o? Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate after all. Wright-o, please, do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. It just goes to show, you never know until you ask. And for you, here, you can borrow this. Huh? Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir. It's an honor. Here, just run along and do your best. Now, later, folks. Haha, it looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Oh my god, how did you do that? Shay jumped up here and she managed to press the fire button on my stream deck. That's incredible. I'm so proud of you. You're so clever. You are the cleverest. Don't go under the wire. What are you doing? You seem happy. Yes, sir. Because, sir, we get to investigate the room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. She just really wants to hang out with me up here. Alright, so let's go move somewhere else then, shall we? To the guard station. No? Wait, first of all, what's the thing that we just got? Let's take a look. That's Goodman's ID. No? Actually, no, maybe. Hold on. Maybe I do need to be here and I just need to examine, perhaps? The evidence room is beyond that door. And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha! The card reader is turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, well. What's made my bambina sky so gray? Gee, I wonder who this is. Officer Marshall! Why does it have to be him? What's that? Why does it have to be him? Look for. As you may have surmised, this here is my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest? That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw? Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting. At least he's not stopping me. He's very sus, though. I think he's involved with this murder somehow. How long it took them to come up with that name, lol? Officer Marshall. Also, someone said something about matching badges. So we can see what that badge that he has on right now. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to dingle with you, hombres. You're busy then? ¿Estás ocupado? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us, hombres. He's gonna talk anyway. I was wondering if we could talk to you. Sorry, Bambina, but I'm off to roam the lands like a tumbleweed on the wild prairie. Like a gunslinger loading his six-shooter, I say a little prayer. What was that? Was that his stomach? Are you hungry? What was that all about, Mr. Wright? I think he was just too hungry to talk. You're just saying that because his stomach was growling. You have no idea what he was thinking about either. Well, in any case, we need to get cracking on this investigation pronto. I was wondering if we could talk to you. Sorry, Bambina, but I'm off to roam the lands like a tumbleweed on the wild prairie. It's the same text. Can I present stuff to you? The sheriffs back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. About the only thing they trusted with was their shooting hand. This is neither Wild nor West here. Aha, but that and this are two different things entirely. I guess so? Huh, I'm lost. Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. Oh yeah, the food. He's hungry. That smell. Reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby? Yeah, Miss Star. What's this? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch? I see. I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. All right, Bambina. You win. Ask me anything. Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. I'm just gonna present everything and see what we get out of it. Oh, nothing here. I wish there's a fast way to get all the text. Doesn't really want to talk, does he? We're probably not gonna get anything from the majority of this, but I just want to see if he has anything to say. Okay, well, presenting doesn't do anything, but I guess we can talk. Let's talk to him. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Officer Meekins told us about that, yeah. That poor little doggy? Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, I might not look like it, but I just lost my fire for the job, you know? So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy. No, he was running down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know? Miss Star told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Star, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case? That's right, the evidence transferals. Edward was talking about the transferals too. What is going on? I know what maybe 2 machines in here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, me and the Sheens, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are here the security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. Thus, the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. So this is the ID card record. Someone checked in at 4:20. So this is the ID card record. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove the record is tied to the stabbing. Like maybe I can present the number? I guess maybe I can ask about the transferal? Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake. See? So what happens to the evidence after those 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. I see now. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever, dead. Never to be reopened again, never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days ago. That's suspicious. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. I have a cat just hanging out on my desk. Hello, kitty. Yeah, did you just meow? She's very cute, I promise. Let's see if we can look at this paper again and compare it to numbers that we've seen. We need an ID card. Okay. So 7777777 at 4:20. So what ID card does everyone else
And there was
have?
much rejoicing.
Meow means meow in Japan. What a cute. Are you a meow? Are you a meow? Meow meow. Hi. Oh, look at that face. Look at that face. That's a cute little face. Yeah. You have a cute little face. Also, thank you for the follow. Hi. So this is the ID card record. Did we have one in here? 5842189. 5842189. Yep. 5:14 p.m. So who else was in the room? That cat is comfortable. Feel comfort. She looks very comfy, which is why I don't want to move her. Yeah, you're comfy, aren't you? You're a comfy girl. So we definitely have our man in here at 5:14 p.m. So the thing is right. Does it just take note of when people go in? What about when people leave? Who's the other number that went in at 4:15 as well? Or 514 as well. I've seen that somewhere. Can't show you more than that. So maybe I need to present... Bro. See this? This is the victim's ID card. Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot? The number on this is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Look, the fourth number. It's a perfect match. It was used at 514, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room? But wait, what did Officer Meekin say? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card? What did he do? That's the thing, suddenly he pointed a knife at me. I think it was somebody else. They stole his card. This is what I think happened, and this is me speculating. Please don't answer any of this. I don't want to know. I still think that this wasn't actually Detective Goodman, and this is someone else dressing up to look like him. He stole Goodman's card to punch in, and he held a knife, and something happened. Someone got stabbed. And then somehow Goodman's body was already in the prosecutor's office, and he got really stabbed over there. And then at some point, this imposter drove to the prosecutor's office, dropped the card off in the area, so it looked like... That doesn't make any sense. I still think it was somebody else. If he had his ID card, then why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. ID card record added to the court record. Sweet. Who entered on 2/21. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. That would be a good idea. I think so. Alright, I guess we can go ahead and move into the evidence room. We haven't been here yet. This is a brand new place. February 23rd, evidence room, Sector 3. It's quiet. Too quiet. The most investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room? It's really kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Oh, hey, Gumshoe. Eek! Whoa. I was like, did he slap us? I guess she slapped him? What's happening? Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So it's true, what I heard? Righto, please, do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50, I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's desire, knock yourself out. Are we gonna actually knock ourselves out? Like, pfft. Yeah, it's true. So the chief of police Gant will loan anyone $50, even me? Oh, so that's what you were talking about? Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day. Boss for a day? But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. Evidence room of floor plans. Scene of the stabbing of a detective at the police department. Cool. Let's look at the evidence that we just got. Woo! That is exciting stuff right there. So are we right at the entrance then? I guess so. We just walked right in. So I guess we can talk to you, good sir? So, Detective Gumshoe, your boss for the day? That's right, it's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here, in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation again. I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Haha, of course. I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee right now, right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using their ID card, right? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my 3rd card since entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. Oh. So the only locker we can open is our own. Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, zap, you get a shock. If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. If there are even some people on the force that don't know about it, fingerprint locks. Well, there we go. That doesn't sound very OSHA compliant. I mean, they can just pay off OSHA and be like, shh, we're investigating a murder. Shut up. Only the assigned detective's print can unlock it. Indicator lamps light up when it's open. So, Officer Meekins, it looks like his left hand was busted up, right? But then what about our suspect? Let's examine a bit, shall we? Something's sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. If you're going to talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. Poor Gumshoe. This place is stuffed with evidence. Stuffed with dreams. I'm not sure about the dreams. It won't open. Did you really think it would? Hey, pal, our security is high-tech around here. Stop trying to open stuff. Oh my god. So this is Gumshoe's? Wait, is that... Is this a piece from Edgeworth's car? Wow! Look at this big pile of junk in the corner. That looks like a car door. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away. Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing. He's been shot square in the forehead. Better him than us. I need to see if I were to go back to the garage, is the car door going to be missing on Edgeworth's car? Because this looks like the right door because of the way the mirror is placed. That's the door we just came in through. Looks like you don't need an ID card to get out. I wonder what would happen if Officer Marshall cut the power while we were inside. Let's hope he remembers we're in here. That would be good. The hell is over here, though? Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here. What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is. Ah, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal, that's that metal detector. The one that led to solving of the case out on Gourd Lake, remember? Oh, right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And, I don't think I've seen this before. Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it will come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap-looking box? You can't judge a person or machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart. Alright then. What is going on over here? What is a saw and paint doing here? Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression. True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger. Well, you might say this is my studio. Here? In the evidence room? Why, though? Well, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That apparently from the case. The case? The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there? Another piece of SL9 incident. Wasn't one of the lockers open? Why is there a bloody handprint on it, too? That's my question. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. Maybe it was the shield? I doubt it. No, I don't think so. They're not green enough. You want to try and put it back together? Ha! Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I always carried around a tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Oh, this is fun. None of this really fits except for this one. No, that doesn't really fit very well, does it? I feel like that's the handle. We need to find a piece that fits in there. That doesn't fit. Not at all. But maybe this one does. Haha! Actually, it does look like it fits, doesn't it? Maybe I need to rotate it first. Or maybe not. Because we need to find the right size shape in here. None of this fits super well. This is basically just like a puzzle though, isn't it? This is the only one that remotely fits in there. That one fits. Exactly how it is. What even is this thing anyway? Yeah, that's definitely the right piece. What are we even looking at? This one, perhaps? What the hell even is this thing anyway? I guess it's not that many pieces, is it? Gee, I wonder where this one comes in. But we're still missing a piece, aren't we? We're still missing a piece. Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far too into... I know how to talk. I swear I know how to talk. Yeah, I got that far too in my 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Were some of the pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I kind of understand how it got broken. Unstable jar. Jar pieced back together from the fragments found at the crime scene. A piece is missing. A set of gloves. Wasn't this locker open? What's this? Blood? It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright! What if there are other bloodstains left in the room? I was gonna do that, but I wanted to do the rest of the examination first. We should use her testing fluid to check it out. That sounds good. But I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and take a tiny break here. So I will see you all in 90 seconds.